This week we're going to be learning about earth science. So before we start, just like to do a little thinking exercise, I just want you to think about what's under your feet. Do you guys think it's dirt? It's rock? Do you guys ever think about what's below you in general? Because today we're going to go pretty deep. Literally, I guess. We're gonna, like I said, learn about earth science, which just helps us understand what our planet is, and what it's made out of and how it changes over time. So, to start, earth science is the study of earth, its land, water, and air, and how it changes. There's a lot of different aspects of earth science, but today we're just going to be focusing on what on three main concepts that I think are pretty important for you guys to know. The first is, or the first are the different layers of Earth. So, guys, if you didn't know, there are three different layers of the Earth, and they're called the crust, the mantle, and the core. And understanding all these different layers will help us understand how and why the Earth behaves the way it does. So first we have the crust. It's the outermost layer of the Earth. It's the thinnest layer, and the crust is divided into two types. We call the first type the continental crust. It's the thickest layer of the crust, and it's found under continents. Next is the oceanic crust, and this is the thinner part of the crust in general, and it's found under the ocean, essentially. Next, we have the Earth's mantle. The Earth's mantle is beneath the Earth's crust, so it's the second part of the Earth. Like if you were to think about it as like one big circle, and as we go deeper and deeper, there's different levels. This would be the second level, starting from the outside. It's the layer beneath the crust, as I said, and it's the thickest layer. There's two different parts of it. There's the upper mantle and the lower mantle. And the upper mantle is pretty rigid. Sorry, my screen is acting up. I apologize. And I'll just go back for a bit to contextualize the Earth's crust. This is the part of the Earth where we live, as it is the outermost layer. And then going back to the Earth's mantle, it's mostly made out of hot flowing rock, as you can see with the picture right here. The next part is the Earth's core. The core is the innermost layer of the Earth, and it's beneath the mantle, and it's also divided into two distinct regions, as are the other two layers. The outer core is mostly liquid, and it's made of molten iron and nickel, which are two different metals. Next is the very inner part of the core, and it's the central part of the Earth. And it is composed of solid iron and nickel. So you guys can think of it as just uh, a solid metal ball. That's the inner core, and then on the outside of the core, the outer core, it's flowing liquid. I have a better diagram right here. As you can see, we have the crust at the top, which again is where we live. Then there's the mantle, and then here are the two different parts of the core. The second thing that I wanted to really talk about today were the two types of rock, not two types, the different types of rocks. Rocks are always changing because of a process they undergo called the rock cycle, and there are three main types of rocks. The first is, or before I go into that, I just wanted to also stress again, three different types. There's igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. First, we have igneous rock, and igneous rock is formed from cooled lava or magma. And I guess my first question would be to ask you guys, which kind of rocks are formed from volcanoes? To give you a hint, it's on the slide. No one wants to answer? Okay, okay. I'll come back to the question whenever we go over all of them, I guess. So first, I already read over this, but to stress, it's formed whenever there's cooled lava or magma, like we would get from volcanic eruptions or just the presence of volcanoes. The next is sedimentary rock. It's made from layers of sand, shells, and mud that all gets pressed together as time passes. Some examples are sandstone, limestone, and I didn't read the examples on the last page, but some examples of igneous rock are basalt and granite. You guys don't have to know like the different names of rocks, just the fact that there are different kinds and how they form. The next is metamorphic rock, and metamorphic rock is formed when other rocks are changed by heat and pressure. So all metamorphic rock used to be either sedimentary or igneous, but they were changed and turned into metamorphic, which makes sense because of the name. The last part that I wanted to go over, um, in general, were Earth's systems. First, we have the geosphere, which is comprised of rocks, mountains, land. Following that, we have the hydrosphere, which is all water, oceans, lakes, rivers. Next, we have the atmosphere, which is the air around the Earth. And then we have biosphere, which is all living things. To put it into more context, these four systems all work together. And have another question, which is, which system do you guys think a fish would live in? And there can be more than one right answer.
I think all water. It starts with the H. I can't pronounce it.
Okay, okay. Yes, it's pronounced the hydrosphere. And yes, that is one of the correct answers. But there are two different questions. You know what the other one is?
Um, all living things.
Yes, that one's pronounced biosphere. It's living things.
Okay.
Um, Next, I'll go back to my previous question, guys, which was out of igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. And if you guys can't pronounce it, you can just say like the first letter of the name, and I'll know which one you're talking about. So out of I, S, M, I'll say it one more time. Igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic. Which one would you guys say is formed by volcanoes?
I.
Yes, that is correct. Igneous. And I know on a previous slide, I talked about, oh, where is it? Smart device. I have this word here. I talk about the movement of tectonic plates. That's what the mantle allows to happen. This is, I guess I would call it a challenge question. Have you guys talked about natural disasters yet in the environmental class?
Yes.
So do you guys know which kind of natural disaster is caused by the movement of tectonic plates?
I don't know.
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. It was a challenge question since I don't even explain what tectonic plates are in this presentation. But earthquakes are caused by the movement of tectonic plates. And then I guess to add on to this challenge question with another question, do you guys know which other kind of natural disaster, or rather, whenever an earthquake does happen, do you guys know which natural disaster is likely to happen afterwards as a result of that? If you need me to clarify the question, I can. I don't know if I phrased in a confusing way. It's okay to be wrong, guys. I just want us to talk about the real world applications of it since we're learning about earth science.
I haven't talked about this in my science class yet.
Okay, I see, I see. Um, okay, wait, I'll make it a multiple choice question then. I think that'll make it less challenging or easier to guess. Um, so would you guys say a hurricane, a flood, or a tsunami? Do you guys know what all three of those things are?
Yes.
Which one would you say would happen after an earthquake? Like an earthquake happening would cause this to happen? A hurricane, a flood, or a tsunami?
If I had to guess, it'd probably be hurricane.
Mm, that is not the answer that I had. So now you guys are down to two choices: a flood and a tsunami.
Flood.
Flood. Okay, you guys are down to one choice. The answer is tsunami. I don't know if you guys have talked about that in your science classes, though, like Julie said. So this is just, some extra knowledge that we can have. Do you guys know what a tsunami looks like?
Yes, on the TV.
A TV? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's it called? After an earthquake happens, because of the moving of tectonic plates, that inside disrupts, the tectonic plates that are in the oceans, which is what causes a tsunami. Which is why it won't it tsunamis don't happen here, since we live in Texas, but in places that are near and on islands and places that are in different parts of the world, normally countries that are islands, things like that, they get tsunamis every once in a while. There are countries like Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, places like that. But anyways, I was just trying to connect it to some real world stuff. Um, But now actually I have our exit ticket because I wanted you guys to practice the different types of rocks and the different layers for a while so that it'll all stick. So I'm just gonna ask you guys some questions like normal, and then you can all answer. Okay, what is the outermost layer of the Earth called?
Is it the core?
Mm, it's the thinnest layer that we talked about. And when I say outermost, maybe I like was confusing you guys. The one that's like not on the inside, like the very first one that we talked about. The thinnest layer.
I don't know the name, but it's like the one on top, like has grass and then like it has water. It's like two, like
Yes, yes, yes. It's the crust. I don't know if this will help, but you guys can think of it like the pizza crust, you know? Since that's the outermost layer of pizza, it's also the outermost layer of the earth. Crust. Okay. Next, can you guys name the 3 different types of rocks we talked about? It's okay if you guys pronounce it wrong. It's all good. I just want you guys to try and see if you guys can remember.
um, I know the first one that starts with I, the one that's formed a volcano, and
Mhm.
then um, there was I forgot.
Do you remember how they were made or how they were formed?
I remember one, the cementation one.
Yes, yes, that's another one. You have 2 now.
Let's see. And
Uh,
it's with the M, and then it's metaphor.
yes, 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 yes. You got him, you got him. It's igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Those are 3 different types of rocks that we talked about today. Igneous rocks are formed again by cooled lava or magma. Sedimentary is formed or made by different layers of sand, shells, mud, basically different layers of earth that have been pressed together over time. And then the third is metamorphic, which is whenever either an igneous or a sedimentary rock, one of the other 2 types, are changed by heat and pressure, causing it to metamorphize and turn into metamorphic rocks. What Earth system includes animals? And there's more than one right answer to this too.
It's either the crust or the one that starts with a G that we saw.
I see what you guys. Oh, those are the different layers of Earth.
¿Qué,
Remember
qué es lo que quieres, mujer? Dime qué es lo que quieres. Dime qué
hydrosphere,
es lo que quieres.
atmosphere.
¿Quieres que te saque?
It was
¿Quieres que te saque de aquí?
which one of the Earth systems?
No, ¿quieres que te saque? Te voy a sacar y no te voy a dejar entrar. No me...
Okay. Does anyone else want to answer? Mm, no, sí, Salome.
No, wait. I think. Wait. Um. I think. It's the. I forgot.
No,
Yeah.
it's the
Okay, I'll go back to the slide for you guys. Out of these 5, I mean, sorry, out of these 4, which would you say?
the one that starts with a B that says all living things.
Yes, yes, biosphere. Okay. And then what kind of okay, you guys kind of answered this question already. I asked it prematurely. Are there any questions